Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday's 5-Minute Marketing Tips. Today we're talking about landing pages, and we're going to talk about the different elements of landing pages for the next few sessions. First of all, building a landing page is going to be highly contextual. So, for instance, if I have a YouTube ad that I have built and I'm sending it to a landing page, that landing page is going to be different than if I'm doing Google Ads search ads or Bing ads search ads. If there are search ads, then it's just a tiny text ad. I need to make my landing page more informational than I would if it's a YouTube ad, because in the YouTube ad, I already put everything that the user needs to know. And so my landing page for a YouTube ad is going to have better performance if it's just short and it's just maybe a form field or phone number. But my landing page is going to have better performance in a search with a search ad is if it's longer. And so we can talk a little bit about kinds of landing pages and funnels and things like that in the future. But I actually want to talk about some of the best practices for most landing pages and the way that they should look in the different. Then we'll look at different sections and give you some tips and tricks over the next few weeks. Today we're talking about the most important part of the landing page, and that is above the fold. Above the fold refers to the very first thing that people see when they come on a landing page, and it's the most important because probably about 20 to 40% of your visitors will not even scroll past the very first part of a landing page. Now, a lot of people will scroll, and a large percentage of people will actually scroll down to the bottom of the page, so that's important too. But the very first part is the most important. And so there are some tips to keep in mind. Number one, make sure that the very first part of your page is very, very simple and clear. So you want a caveman to be able to come to your landing page and see your landing page and be like, and this is the same for your website, and be like, oh, I know exactly what this person does. So you can see an example here that we have. This is Door Doctors. This is a client we just took on, and we just finished this landing page, and this says that door repair. It helps the name is Door Doctors. So we know exactly what they do. The ad copy is very succinct. We repair and install doors of all kinds across the Metroplex. It tells you where we're doing it 24/7 and when. So it's just a very, very clear page. And the photo is a guy, guess what? Fixing a door, right? So we need to have a photo in place that at a first glance tells people what your product or service is. And you also want a very clear call to action. You want to tell people exactly what it is you're doing. You're going to put it in a button. You're going to put it highlighted, and you can see in the top right-hand corner that we have the most important conversion, which is we want people to call in. So you're going to put your most important conversion in this section of the page up at the top right-hand corner. You'll also see that we have video. Video is going to increase your conversion rates significantly. Video is very important. It's one of the biggest drivers of conversion. If you can, you want to add a video on your page. You don't have to, but it can be extremely effective. And you'll also notice that we have a Fibonacci sequence built out. So the Fibonacci sequence is a left to right circular sequence like this, and it tells a story. So you can see that we're telling a story with a video. Then the next thing that people's eyes are going to land on are door repair. Okay, it's very clear. People do this very quickly. And we repair and install doors. And finally, we get to the pay dirt, which is what we want people to do. People expect this. And when they see this, they know exactly where to put their eyes. And it couldn't be clear. And so we have that Fibonacci sequence. And so this is for the desktop version. Another thing that we always add in is a scrolling header. So anywhere you go on the page, you can convert. That's another thing that we recommend adding in. You've got fixed headers and then other kinds of scrolling headers that you can create. But now looking at the mobile page, very important. We have the most important button on the mobile page is what? Is the phone button. And you want to make it really obvious. Click here to call us. Like this is going to follow you around the whole page. And we have a lot of higher conversion rates when we create a button that's obvious that you can click on that says click here to call us, right? So you want to have a button like that installed on the mobile page. Mobile has to be a lot simpler. So in this particular scenario, we remove the video. We don't want that cluttering up, and we want this page to be able to load rapidly because almost every sort of algorithm out there rewards fast loading pages. A note about movement: don't use it unless you're going to create an arrow that moves and points to the conversion. Movement is very distracting. You don't need to put movement in your page. You probably want to avoid all those parallax type functions that look really cool, but they make your page load more slowly, and they also are distracting. So only use movement when it's pointing to your conversion. So you can see here, this is also a person repairing a door. It's just very, very obvious. So these are kind of some tips for best practices. Videos, if you're going to put a video, make sure it's a small video. Small videos convert at a better rate. They are viewed more and they get higher conversion rates when they're smaller rather than bigger. Make sure everything is nice and compressed and clean. You can see here that we have all of the text and all the information compressed down into from left to right in a very small area. That makes it also less intimidating for people to read through it. And make sure you leave plenty of space around your CTA call to action buttons. All right, we have gone longer than 5 minutes. It's 6 minutes now. I'll be talking a lot more about landing pages in the near future. If you'd like to hear more, like and subscribe to this channel, this YouTube channel, or you can catch us on social media. We'll be releasing this every week. This is Jared with Hive Lead Tuesday 5-minute marketing tips. Over and out.